It's a lot of crazy people on social media, YouTube, Instagram, and all these social media sites. And when you're on these sites, right, you don't know who you're talking to. You don't know the characteristics of the person that you're talking to. All you see is a person's emoji for the most part. And you say, well, oh, they seem cool or whatnot. Some of them might. But at the same time, it's a lot of crazies on these social media sites as well. And we just don't know. Yeah, we see it every day. And we see people, I'm pulling up, and they pull up to people's house. Some of them don't make it back home, and different things like that. But just recently, a New Jersey man, a gamer, flew from Newark, New Jersey to Florida to attack another gamer. And now he's facing attempted and also breaking and entering. It says that a New Jersey man faces an attempted charge after allegedly flying to Florida and attacking a fellow gamer with a hammer over an online dispute. The two had never met in person before, but the suspect showed up at the victim's home in Fernandina Beach over the weekend, apparently to confront the victim. Nassau County Sheriff Bill Leeper said during a press briefing on Monday in announcing the charges in the case, he said the incident is believed to have originated from an online altercation, Leeper said, calling the case one weird one. The suspect is Edward Kang, a 20-year-old, and he allegedly gained entry into the victim's home through an unlocked door. And he came in wearing all black clothes, gloves, and a mask. And he attacked the man with the hammer when the victim got up from gaming to use the restroom late Saturday on to early Sunday. The victim is believed to be around the same age as Kang and was able to wrestle Kang to the ground. He and his stepfather, who was woken up by screams for help, were able to disarm the suspect and restrain him until deputies arrived. Upon arrival, they discovered a significant amount of blood in the entryway of the home and the victim's bedroom. The victim sustained severe head wounds during the assault. The victim has since been released from the hospital and is doing okay. Kang was booked into the Nassau County Jail on Sunday and charged with attempted second degree and armed burglary. When asked about the motive in the assault, Kang allegedly told deputies that the victim is a bad person online. The victim and the suspect, just like everybody else online, allegedly knew each other. Not in real life, but from the online video game Arcade, which is a Korean massively multiplayer online role-playing game. But guess what? It will no longer be accessible in the United States as of Thursday. Like I say, people, this is where you're going to find all of your unstable on social media. Because on social media, you never know who they are. This man was willing to fly from Newark, New Jersey, all the way to Jacksonville, Florida. Get a hotel, go to a hardware store, buy a hammer, and go and attack this man over a video game. That lets you know you're dealing with the unstable. You think you know a person online. This is especially for my young people, but you don't. You think they cool, or you think you could talk reckless to them. And like I say, we see it in the hoods every day. When people say, I'm going to pull up, they pull up. Sometimes they don't make it back, though. But think of this. This wasn't a pull up. This was, I'm going to show up, break inside your house with this hammer, and I'm going to do something bad to you. Luckily, the young man was awake already playing the video game. I think if he was asleep when the young man walked into his house with the hammer and then hit him with it in his sleep, he would have had no way to defend himself because he would have still been in dreamland. This is just to say, people, you have to be careful online. If you're going to get on there and play your video games, just play your video games and get off. All that on there back and forth, not knowing who you're dealing with, because the psyche of the people nowadays is way, way in the dark. People are living in dark spaces in their mind, and they'll do some of the most egregious things that you could think about. You can't put it past them. That's what I'm going to say. And we hear about all these acts of violence toward other people, and some of it we'd be like, whoa, I couldn't even imagine that. Yeah, because they're doing things that most of us, normal people, wouldn't even think about doing to another person. Even with a hammer, I wouldn't think about hitting you with a hammer, because just thinking about a hammer when I'm hitting wood or anything, I would know hitting flesh, that would be you see what I'm saying? But the moral of the story is, people, be careful when you're online. Be respectful when you're online. Don't get into altercations with other people online, because some of them could turn out bad. Somebody could really pull up or show up or force entry into your house and do something to you. And you don't want to be a victim of another person's violence. And with that, I'm going to say this is the news in you. North, east, west, south. Unite from every alley in Cali, intersection and back street. Subscribe to the channel and hit the thumbs up on your way out the door.
Star child, I never
see the sunshine like this.
I never
Never seen the moon glow like
hey yo, I
this.
never
Never